What is the most effed up story you have ever heard?
Give me keep do you have one? Because I'm not sure I have one off the top of my head.
Um,
I've been trying to think.
yeah, kinda. So yeah, I guess it is, cause yeah. So in in ninth, was it, yeah, ninth grade, there was this. I don't remember, like, what class was this? It was something like completely like, just like a filler class, so that this old lady could just do whatever she wanted. It was uh I really don't know. It's just health, I guess, is what we could call it. I don't remember what we did in there besides this one thing. And okay, mind you, this question doesn't have to be like a story that you experienced. It could be a story you heard from someone else or wherever, right? But for me personally, it's kind of my story. Um, so yeah, we're in this class that I don't know what we're in there for, and one day she's like, "All right, well, my son is gonna come in, and he's gonna talk to you guys." And someone raises their hand, like, "Why?" Well, okay. And then she's like, "Oh, well, he has a lot of bad luck, so I want to show you guys what that looks like, or something like that." And I always kind of felt bad for the guy because, like, the next day or whatever, when he comes in, he's blind in one eye. He can barely move one of his arms. Um he's balding. That's a bad one. Um, and then he would just stand there at the whole class and tell stories about how messed up his life is and how and there wasn't like a resolution like, okay, and you guys have to be better than that, you have to roll with the punches. Not, it was just like a pity party, man. It was like a Wings of Redemption live stream. He was just sitting there complaining about his life while his mom, well, the teacher, was just letting it all happen. And I always thought that was kind of messed up because there wasn't like a point to any of it. um but yeah, that was the first thing that came to mind. I didn't have a lot of time to actually come up with an answer. Uh, yeah.
So she just so to clarify the story, she brings her son in as like a guest speaker,
Yeah.
and she's just like, "There you go, honey. Just talk about how terrible your life is to all these kids."
Pretty much. Yeah.
It's pretty messed up. Yeah, I was trying to think. I can't honestly think of many like off the top of my head. Um, I'm either repressing them or I just don't remember them because you would think that I would have more, but this one also at school, and there was this really nice, just the sweetest lady. You know, the teachers that like were too good to teach school, but they really just like they went into teaching because they actually wanted to make a difference, and you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And like to some people they did, and then but there's this type of student that picks out that in a teacher and they just attack them and they want them to quit for whatever reason. The only person in the room or the school sometimes that actually cares about their future is this teacher, but these students just eat them alive. And so I remember this and she was really good, religious, upstanding lady. And I just remember I wasn't there, but I heard the story of this class, and they just started going in on her, and they just were dropping the F bomb in class, and they were like screaming it at her. And I don't remember a lot of it because it was a long time ago, but you know, it was just like this volley of F words being hurled at this teacher, and she didn't want to hear it, and she ended up quitting over it. Like she was ready to be done anyways. I think she was ready to retire, but it's pretty messed up. I mean, there's some teachers I feel like have it coming, like they can dish it out, you know, maybe students give it back to them, but you know, it's pretty messed up for them to. And she was an older lady and she's really sweet, and yeah, so that's mine. Kind of messed up.
Did I ever tell a story of the teacher who threw a stool at a kid who was sleeping in class?
No.
Okay. Okay.
How'd you not
Um,
lead with that one?
Yeah, that just came to mind. So let's see. So on the yeah, so around like the final days of middle school, so how the bus would work, right, on the school bus in the mornings, they would drop off they would pick all the kids up, drop off the high schoolers at the high school, then drive us middle school kids to the middle school, and they kind of do the opposite thing, right, and on the way home. So I was yeah, it was like one of the last days of middle school, and this high schooler up at the front, he's like yelling at me, I think, and he's like, "Hey guys, beware of Miss Science teacher, right? Because she likes to throw chairs at people." so so I feel sorry for you in advance, and people were like, "What are you talking about?" And and then he tells a story about how supposedly this kid had a like a stool or a chair thrown at them because they weren't like doing well in class. And well, next year I had this person as my teacher, and come to find out that would very much so be the case. So what happened, this one kid, actually the brother of the ball scratcher kid, if you remember that story also, would he was always nodding off in class, always sleeping. So he fell asleep one day, and while like she's like giving a lecture or something, so she kind of just goes silent, and she's just staring at the kid with his head down like that, sleeping, and and she like yells, "Hey!" He doesn't wake up. She grabs a stool and wait. Oh no! Oh no! She didn't. I don't think she threw anything at him actually. I I don't think so. I don't think she threw anything at him actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think I mixed two stories together. Um. Yeah. So there was a rumor that she threw a stool at someone, and then she like yelled at the kid, and then like threw his head up and took him out into the hallway and yelled at him for a bit. I'm pretty sure that's it. I No, I don't. I don't think she actually threw a stool at anyone. Come to think of it, my bad. I completely confused that one.
Oh, no, you're good. You should have lied and said it was, but yeah, no, you're good. Yeah, as you were talking, I remembered one more. I remembered one more messed up story, and it's another experience at school. So the teacher that came in and replaced the older lady that quit, I remember sitting in a class, and I don't remember how he got on the topic. I don't remember any of it. Again, nice guy, like great guy actually. Like I actually got to be pretty close with him. But I remember he just started talking about his marriage, and he just was talking about, oh, marriage is great, and like you're committed to this other person, and like all this stuff. And then it got weird, dude. He started talking about, he's like, yeah, just sometimes, like I'll just sit here in class and I just start thinking about my wife, and like I just can't stop thinking about her. He's like, and I'm just like, oh man, I'm just so excited to get home and just like I remember exactly what he said, but like just go get my wife, and just like I'm like an animal, like I'm just like so excited, and I just remember thinking, like scratching my head, like, dude, this is getting weird. Like you're in a room full of teenagers, and I was maybe like 15 at this time, a bunch of like 15-ish kids, and you were just talking about it was funny and ironic because most teachers would stay far away from like their sex life, and like they would want kids to not even be thinking about sex, but he's like just going in on like, oh my gosh, like my wife, she's so beautiful, and like I just, oh my gosh, and I sometimes I can't contain myself, like I just want to quit class early so I can get home to my wife, and we're just like, yay, dude.